I'm experiencing this kind of dreams that are telling me about some problems that are going to happen the day after or a few days later. And the dreams or the guys are showing this because I think they want me to prevent them or know about them. And I have lots of this kind of dreams nowadays that are telling me about my near future so I can fix it. And I have some day experiences. For example, in the base, I realized that the dark forces, the influences, is trying to make problems and troubles for me. Whenever I lose my awareness, whenever I entertain with my feelings, with the things, with the material things, and I lose my awareness, some kind of trouble happens. Funny, and but the trouble happens, and you don't know where where the hell the trouble comes from, but it happens. And I realized that most of the times when this happens, I will go and sit in silence mode and focus on the ease or sing the new you or connect to the real universes. And usually after 20 or 13 minutes, when I leave that mode, when I leave that position and go to continue my jobs there, the trouble will solve. And it's really amazing for me that I am learning there that whatever that is happening for me, uh, the dark force has to make me decide it. And whenever I increase my awareness, that that problem will solve. And these are my dreams, and there are lots of them that happen, the things that happen for me, but through keeping my awareness, increasing my awareness, or being aware, I could solve them. My only question was about the place, not the references, because I knew that the references, most of them are not right. They are somehow they are changed in a way that they are not the reality that happened there. But my question was about the place because whenever I'm there, I feel different. I feel a great light there that is different from any other kind of lights, other kind of sounds and light and energies. Whenever I'm there, I can feel the new sound, but I don't know whether is it some kind of reality or some kind of hallucinations or influence.
Well, you decide. It's your life. And so, again, we're all in the same life. And everybody can have whatever they want. And yes, it's a lot to sort out. So it's not about right or wrong. You decide your reality. You decide your experience. That's the whole idea here. My focus is the is, etc. The isness life is. And with that, everything exists because of it, creation and everything. So again, everybody has the right to decide whatever they want. There's no right and wrong about anything, and there's no negating anything. It's just you learn to see it for what it is. So just like the dirt on your shoes, we don't like to bring that into our house, but realistically, that dirt is what grows your food. So, see, it all fits in. Everything fits in. But, the dirt, yeah, it should stay outside, you might say, if you don't want it in your house. But that's a choice you make. But then some people like a dirty house. So, again, it's a choice, isn't it? So, again, all these things are fine. And there doesn't need to be a question, except if you have a question about what's going on, and then you take the time to discover the answer for yourself, because now you know that anything is possible. Yes. And you don't have to listen to authorities or others, unless you want to. that's your right to do so. And yeah, in this world, you have to have courage to stand up, but you can do it without protesting, because it's all about awareness, isn't it? And now you understand that you don't have to agree, but at the same time, you do have to deal with it. Okay? So you don't have to agree to the speed limit out there when you're driving your car, but otherwise you have to deal with it if you do go too fast. So again, it's compensating also. So there's a lot to do within creation, and there's a lot to learn. And at what point do you know it all? Never, because again, it's endless. That's the best part of this. It's always endless. And so as we support each other here, and with that, that helps, not only yourself and everyone else, but we're doing something for the world, for those individuals that really do want to find the next step to wake up and step up, but they're struggling through all the deception because the cabal and the world controllers don't want them to wake up. For sure, they want them to go into future lifetimes and become more robotized. So it's a real challenge here, isn't it? And who will step up and take on that challenge and be real with it, make sense of it. Yeah, that's a whole lot. You take the strongest man in the world, okay? They can be the biggest hero. Will they step up and take the time to learn what life really is? Will they? Do they have the courage to do that? Most people don't. They really don't. They'd rather pretend and fool others and be fooled themselves. Yeah, and that's what we see out there. Politicians, religious, spiritual people, movie stars, etc. So many of them are bought off. It's a choice. Anybody can have whatever they want. So for me, I just keep it simple, and that becomes everything, the isness. And then from that, I see what to do or what challenge to take on or decide moment by moment. That's the best part for me. It's always a surprise too. Things show up and it's a surprise, just like the experiences you're having. But I suggest that you take some of that and create, as an example, groups on Facebook. Yeah, and write about your experiences and how you see them and what you're experiencing. This shares that out there, and then get going from that. That's why I write. I see Facebook, even though the Nazis own it. The thing being is that it's it's a very good tool to get to the world. Paul had to type. He had to hand type everything and, go out there and speak. And I did that for over 30 years, too, from 1970 to the Rod of Power days, et cetera, and beyond that and into this now. But it's great to have this tool because it reaches the world. And, yeah, a lot of people are resistant. Well, all I can do is present it and see who shows up. And then from there, I'm more than happy to take the time. That's why I'm here all the time to do this, because I see it's very important. And those people that are sincere, I see them as very precious. Yeah. Sincerity is something to really focus on, to really be sincere and honorable. Yeah.